Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and join me for a quick look video. And this is one of those quick look videos that some of the people that watch my channel a lot and are a fan of my channel will probably understand why I do something like this. Other people who just are newer to my channel and just come in and see this, they're going to be like, Tech, what the hell? But this is a video on Rift, and in particular, I just want to do a real fast, this is going to be a very short video, but for people who maybe played Rift back at launch and haven't really looked at it or picked it up since then, like kind of how we were, me and my friends, and there's about 5 of us I think now that have come back and are playing it again. But one thing they've added since the launch, or actually I don't know when they added it, maybe a month or two ago, is they've added fishing to the game. And to give a quick 30-second background, I'm quite a fishing connoisseur in MMOs. I'm one of those weird people who actually like fishing, and well, let me rephrase that. I like it when it's done pretty well. For instance, Final Fantasy Online did fishing very well. It was really cool. You catch different fish in different waters at different times of day with different bait. It was probably the one that fishing was done the best in, and it was done really well. The WoW fishing kind of sucked, but then later on they kind of made it better with some of the daily things and all. But it was okay. The other game that had the best fishing was Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings had some really cool fishing. You could catch all kinds of different fish, get different poles and things, and then you could actually take the fish and you could make them into, you could mount them and actually put them up on like plaques in your housing, which was really cool. Well, anyway, Rift has added fishing, and I'll show you. One thing is, right here there's a special node. They have an event going on in the game, and there's a special node here, and I'll kind of show you with the fishing. Is you can fish these nodes to get these certain types of fish for the event. And look, I like how there's a little bit of reeling action going on. You can actually hear the click. And you can just click on the screen when something bites. You get the little icon, and you just left or right click on the screen. So I caught those plants that I just caught. Those are used for one of the event dailies, where you can get daily tokens. But I wanted to do a quick video and show a couple things on the fishing. One is how they have these special nodes, I guess, that they're going to do during certain events. And see, like I said, you can either left or right click is how it works. So. And on my mini map here, you can see here there's a little icon marked as a school of fish. So over here somewhere, there's actually a school of fish, which I believe just gives you a higher chance of actually catching fish and not catching like junk items. So these leaves, I think you actually need like 10 of them total to complete one of the dailies. And then see, here's the summer sunfish, which these are used for 2 different dailies during the summer, what's the event right now? The World Event Summer Fest is the event that they have going on right now. But anyway, so you can fish this node. Now what I'm going to show you here after this cast, and again, I know some of you guys are laughing, like Tech is lost it. He's doing a video on fishing in an MMO. But like I said, I'm one of those weird people that actually like the fishing. Now one thing they've done that's kind of neat is, see, that's an event spot. It's green like that. But if I go further out, it shows you, if you look at the tooltip down there on the right, it shows that there's deep water fishing. And then they actually have like shallow water fishing, which, there it is right there. The blue is shallow water fishing, and there's different types of fish you can catch either in shallow or the deep water fishing, and they have different types of rare fish and common fish, and then all the different fish are used in recipes, which I'll show you here in a second. They have like see, look, there's a tawny rockfish. And they have different recipes, and I'll show you here. In the fishing, well, this is a thing that can help to guarantee that you catch good items and not gray items, so you can make those. But then in the survival here, you can use the fish to make different items, and actually even at very low level, it's somewhat impressive because, for instance here, this is a pretty low level recipe. You can make a item here that's a health and mana regen, which is typical for most games, but you get 10% out of combat run speed for a half hour. I mean, that's actually pretty nice for a low level recipe. There's another one here, which this is increases attack power by 6. See, meatloaf. And see, some of this you get off other animals, not fish necessarily. But like for instance, this one here. This is a low-level fish, a blue wide mouth that you can catch like in the first zone, basically. And you can make a sandwich that gives you 100 health, 100 extra health for a half hour. Which, I mean, again, at low level, I mean that's something that you can be making, at level, 15 or something, and that's pretty nice actually. So so they have different depths that you can fish, and then there's different fish you catch in the zones, like a lot of games. Depending on which zone you're fishing in, you get different fish, and then within that zone, whether you're fishing in shallow water or deep water, determines different fish. If you hit actual nodes like school of fish, or there's actually schools of rare fish that you can find, where you catch the rare ones, and then they actually have it also tied into the collections, the artifacts, I believe, where there's an actual fish. I don't know if I can find one here. There we go. See, like here's a exotic fish of the gorge, and undead fish, where you can catch certain fish to unlock some certain items. Like here, this is a looks like some kind of a feast, place of feast to share. Kind of reminds me of WoW a little bit. But yeah, there's different collections that you can complete, and there's like trophy fish that you can catch that then complete like more advanced, tougher to complete quests. So anyway, like I said, I felt compelled, since I am a fan of the fishing in most MMOs, I felt compelled to do this quick video on it. So for any of you who are like me that actually kind of like it, and if you're playing, if you played Rip before and had kind of thought about it, hey, the fishing is just enough to drag you back into the game. Or maybe not. So anyway, thanks for watching.